Hey y'all, it's Haley. Welcome back to my channel. It is the DIY Mommies Challenge today. Okay, so today is the DIY Mommies Outdoor Summer Challenge. I look forward to these challenges, y'all know I do, and this time I got really inspired and did something for my front porch, my outdoor decor for summertime. I am just gonna go ahead and go right into the footage and show you what I made, my DIY, and then I'm also gonna show you a tour of my front porch and where I used the DIY that I did. So let's just get right into it. Okay, y'all, we are just gonna jump right into this DIY. It is gonna be a strawberry sign for my front porch. I looked high and low on Amazon and Etsy and anywhere I could think of, and nobody had anything that I just loved, so I thought, well, I'll just make one myself. I just had this old board out at the farm. My husband brought it up and washed it down. It did have white paint all over it that I loved, but I've tried this before with Cricut stencils like this, and the old paint just comes up and it makes a mess. So he pressure washed it all off, and so now it's just old and rustic and fabulous, and I love it. I've used my Cricut to make, it's hard to tell here because it's not cut out yet, stencils that say farm fresh strawberries, and then a strawberry stencil too. And this is vinyl. I'm gonna stick it down, I'm gonna paint right over top of it, I'm gonna peel the vinyl up, and I'll have a sign. So I could not find any black in my stash, black acrylic, so I'll just use this chalkboard paint mixed with a little bit of blue because I am kind of going for an Americana look, so it's going to be kind of navy. And then I'll do the strawberry in this red apple color, and the strawberry leaves in the Kelly green. This is just Apple Barrel brand, and I have some sponge brushes, and this is to weed out my stencils, and a plate for my paint, and so that's what I've got. And I'm gonna get started on this cute little sign. Okay, so I've got everything sort of weeded out and my stencils are made. I have a little line here that I drew because where it's gonna sit out on my porch, this part of the sign will be covered up with the pot, so I didn't wanna go any below there. So I've got farm fresh, and then my strawberry, and then the word strawberries. I'm going to put, I'm gonna get some transfer tape and put these on transfer tape, and then I'll place them on the board, and then I will just get to painting. And it's going to be rustic, it's going to be outside. I'm not worried about it being perfect, I just want it to be fun and add a pop of color out there. Okay, so I've got the transfer tape on there. I'm going to peel the transfer tape off and hope that the vinyl actually sticks to the transfer tape, and then I'll show you what it looks like once I get that done. Okay, so now the backing is here, and the actual stencil sticker is stuck here on my transfer tape, and then this will just go straight down onto the board, and I'll press it down, and that'll be my stencil. And I'll do that for all these words and strawberries. Okay, so I have my vinyl all stuck on. I'm gonna get ready to paint. Like I said, this is not gonna be perfect. This is not really sticking that great. I'm sure I'm gonna have some leakage or whatever underneath the letters, but that's okay because it is a farmhouse sign and I want it to be rustic, right? All right, I'm gonna get to painting. So I am just taking my little brush and sponging this on the best I can to try to have it not go under the vinyl. All right, so here is the first word. I love it. I went in with a little Q-tip and touched up a little bit of it that was hard to get to, but I think it's gonna be precious. Now I'm gonna go on and start working on the strawberries. Okay, so I've got all this painted. I'm gonna try with one hand to peel this up so you can kind of see what I've done here. Oh no, that can't come up yet. Oop, time out. Okay, so that came up really good. I am just loving this, y'all. I'm gonna peel these little seeds up. I guess I can show you that too. You just take your little weeder here like this. Just kind of poke it in there and it will just come right off. And you're left with your little seeds. Okay, one more step and we're done. All right, y'all, it is done. And I am just dying over it. I think it is just precious. It's a little off over here and doesn't look exactly right. And there's spots that could look better, but for the most part, I think it is just too cute. And it's mine and I made it and it's gonna match perfectly with my porch. I'm gonna let this dry now. And then I'm gonna take you out there and show you where I'm gonna put it and the rest of the porch. I don't think I mentioned this, but I did mention this. This was just an old board from our farm, but you could get boards like this from Hobby Lobby that aren't actually old and would actually probably be easier to work with. But I had this on hand and I like to use old rustic things and bring them back to life. So that's what I did, and I am just so excited about this. Okay, next up, I'm gonna show you everything outside. Okay, so here's how it ended up outside, y'all. I am just in love. Now I have got to still put a sealer on this, just like a clear matte sealer, but it is coming from Amazon and hasn't made it here yet. And so when it does, I will seal it because this is outside. It will get wet and windy and everything else, and I want to protect it. But for now, I love it. All right, I'm gonna take you around and show you the rest of the little front porch. Okay, so I scoured all of the antique stores that I could find because I wanted all this enamel sort of potted planter sort of look, and I wanted them to be blue and red on the trim. So I found a few and I'm just loving them. I have some wood slices out here too that my daddy got me. He just had cut. This is a boot planter and a cow skull that my mama got me years and years ago. And I have just planted red petunias and some little snapdragons, some little yellow snapdragons, and I have daisies and other red and white stuff too. This palette my mother-in-law made me, oh, quite a few years ago now, and I just love that. I keep it out all summer. This is all just flowers, more of the enamel pots. I think they're so cute. And I have a milk can out here and a watering can, and this little guy came from Hobby Lobby. He's actually new. The rest of them are vintage and old, but this is new, and I'm gonna put some candles in it so they'll flicker at night. I think that'll be cute. And then coming over here, we found this at the antique store too. It's like a old chicken, maybe hog feeder, and so Craig put some holes in the bottom and we filled it up with dirt, and I just planted some plants in there. Up here I have a wash bin filled with petunias, and then down here another enamel pot with some daisies or something in there. I can't remember, but hopefully I can give you another tour later this summer when everything is blooming and beautiful. But right now I just planted these not even a week ago, so they're not quite as pretty as I want them to be, but anyway, this is the look for now. I just love it. I think it's so cute and farmhouse. Well, that is it. That is my outdoor summer DIY. I love it. I think it turned out so cute. I love the way my front porch looks. I think it's so farmhouse and rustic, and with a touch of patriotic decor in there too for summer. So I just love it. I love driving up to the house and seeing all my pots and the new things I got and the little sign I made for this challenge. I want to remind you too to check the playlist down below with all the other gals that did DIYs for the summer. You are going to get so much inspiration and so many ideas for things to do for your decor for the summertime. Anyway, thanks so much for following me along. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.